Well, I'm at the Triangle Service Center with the owner, Peter McAllister, and the Triangle Service Center is an auto repair service station at the corner of Boston Road and Concord Road. At what, 177 Boston Road, is it, Peter?
Yes, it is.
So, Peter, you're the owner of this business, right?
Yes, second generation.
Your father, Dave, started it, right? Dave
Yes.
McAllister?
David and Wendy McAllister, my parents.
Great. And could I ask when they started the business?
October of 1978 was when they actually took the plunge.
October of 1978. Wow, I was living right within a mile at that time of your place. That's how I got to know your father
Yeah.
and this place.
Previously, he was up at Buttonwood, which is the old gas station with the Dunkin' Donuts. Was Bud Garrow's Buttonwood, and that's where
Right in the
Dad got his start. Yeah.
In the center? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And your father's a Vietnam War veteran, right?
Yes, he was over with the Army in 1968 and 69.
Wow, nice, because I mentioned that because he spoke at the Veterans Day service one time many years ago.
Yeah, he's always well taken at those.
Yes, yeah, and the reason I mentioned that because it was shortly after that maybe that he got into the auto mechanic business, right?
Yes.
So your father started the Triangle Service Center in 1978, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And he ran it for how many years before you bought it, Peter?
He went night and day, probably. Geez, he went at it pretty hard, with me and my two brothers growing up, providing for the family until, call it late 2000s, would it be? No, probably later than that, 2010. And then I got a chance to come in and kind of, after I'd worked here for so long, become more of a managerial position, and I started to run it for Dad for a while.
I see.
And then in January 1st of 2014 was when I actually fully took it over for myself.
So over 6 years now.
Yes.
January of 2014, you took over. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And you can tell I'm getting a little older because I'm losing track of my decades. 2000, 2010.
Yeah. But that's great. And Peter and his company recently remodeled the building here on 177 Boston Road with a beautiful remodeling. And at the moment, we're taping in Peter's office on the second floor. And this is a brand new office, right, Peter?
Yes, it is.
So you completed the remodeling, what, 2 months ago?
Yep, finally finished the front office, thank goodness.
How long did the remodeling take, Peter?
Totally, probably about 3 years.
3 years.
And why it took so long was the amazing part was that we were able to operate the whole time. We were able to, working with the town and the community, and everybody was great. We were actually able to stay in business the whole time, which was so important to us to not have any downtime. So that's why it dragged on. There were multiple phases where the new building was built, or the addition was built, and we were working out of 2 spaces. Then we got to move to that space as we did the middle phase, then we did the front phase, and then the office phase. So it was a lot in this little building that's now a bigger building.
And later on, after I talk to Peter, we're going to do a tour of the facility, right, Peter?
Yes, please.
And we're going to go around, and I'm going to handhold the camera, and we're going to try to see everything that's here.
Yeah.
By the way, did you remodel it and build a new restroom too, finally, right, that you wanted?
Yes.
Right?
So now, instead of the 1 bathroom, we have 2 handicap accessible bathrooms, ADA compliant, which is to code. And now upstairs, which is my office, which Tom and I are talking in right now, I've also made a employee break room and training center just down the hall. That also has a bathroom attached to it. So we have multiple bathrooms where we only had 1 before.
So it's so much better, right, Peter?
So much better.
And I think one time you told me before the pandemic that the business was up like 30-40% or something after the remodeling or while it was ongoing.
Yep.
I think because the building is so much bigger and larger, more visible, maybe it's gotten more people who come down Boston Road or Concord Road to stop in or something, right?
Yep, and we've been able to turn more customers more efficiently, so we've been able to service the customers, I think, better and faster with the new facility, new lifts, better tooling, better equipment, that type of thing.
And bigger garage doors, right? So you could fit bigger vehicles in, right?
Yes, yes.
They're huge now.
Yeah, exactly. All the local fleets, you know, the Foster Plumbings, the Village Electrics, all the local contractors that we deal with, Hancock Builders, have bigger trucks, and we were struggling getting them in and up. So now the addition and everything was more out of necessity. The building needed to be updated, the equipment needed to be updated, and now we're working a lot more efficiently and being able to offer better service, actually.
So it's going great, right, Peter? Your business was up after the remodeling, and then unfortunately the whole world got hit with this pandemic.
Yes.
We're taping in May of 2020, so part of that is, Peter, you had to change your policies because it's so contagious. In fact, people might see Peter's mask on his desk, which he'll put on afterwards. Yeah. And but because we're taping now, it's easier to hear someone speak when you could see their mouth moving, etc. So that's why he doesn't have the mask on at the moment. So Peter, with the pandemic, what changes in your policies have you had to implement?
We try to keep customers' cars clean at all time before the pandemic, but now it comes down to when we're in customers' cars, we're having to wear masks, and we're using rubber gloves, and in even some cases sanitizing when possible or necessary. We've had to close our front office just as a concern because of too many people being in a confined space. So but the community, as always, has been great, and our customers have been great in dealing with this. They understand. Everybody's going through this tough time, so we're allowing them to drop their cars off, call us via cell phone, pay over the phone, etc. So it's kind of not great because we do enjoy the person-to-person contact, but people are using the services, and we're being able to offer the services, which is a blessing, because I know there are a lot of small businesses that are in a lot worse condition than we are. So I'm very thankful, even though business has been off. I'm thankful for what we have.
Now, it's been off because of these new procedures you had to implement, right, Peter? That is, there's more waiting time or whatever, and so they can't come in like they would before and just wait. Is that why business is off a little bit? Or?
Maybe a little bit of that, but I think it's more because, you know, with people being quarantined and locked in their houses, per se, no one's driving. So they're not thinking about their cars. And I will put a little plug in here, and I have posted on Facebook a couple times just to remind our customers and the community, if you have a chance, and I know it's out of sight, out of mind, but give the car a little start, let it run for 15 or 20 minutes out in the driveway, or even if you could drive it around the block, just to keep the juices and oil and everything flowing, and keep that battery charged, because we've had a lot of calls for customers leaving their cars for a week or two, and they come out to a dead battery when they do need to use it. So I'm trying to educate people as to starting, running, let it run a little bit.
And maybe run it, like you said, around the block even a little bit, and move the tires so they're not static all the time.
Exactly.
But that'd be good. But you're right, with people not using their cars much at the moment, because a lot of them aren't going to work or shopping and all kinds of places, they're not using the cars much, therefore they're not breaking down much either, or putting on the miles where they might need more maintenance. So that's the main reason why your business is down a little bit. But I think in Massachusetts, we're going to start opening up little by little beginning next week. Now hopefully more cars will be on. I think I've noticed when I'm bicycling, more cars on the road lately, little by little, not a huge amount. But I think little by little we're going to start opening up. As long as people put on their masks when they go out somewhere or go into a store, and gloves as well. I think it's okay, especially for the small businesses, to open up, you know. And the restaurants have where they could call in and pick up at the curbside pickup, or they call it, or whatever. And I think that's a good thing. I want to help our small businesses survive.
But that's got to be tough for them to do business that way too. You know,
it is.
Everyone's having trouble.
It is.
And even if you're not a business and you're just a great person, and you're stuck at home and you're just getting stir crazy. You're working from home.
Yes.
You got young kids maybe or whatever, and it's a distraction. People, it's really hard for people right now, I think.
Oh, it is. Yes, I agree. So basically, your business is down a little bit, but you're still open. If somebody needs a repair, they could call you ahead of time
Of course.
and then drop it off as you said, pay the way you said.
Yeah.
And inspections, how is the inspections going now? They can do that as well? Do they wait for those as well?
It's by however
choice.
people choose to do it.
Oh, okay.
But we do have the front vestibule open with one chair in there for somebody who would want to wait.
Yeah.
Now, if there were 2 or 3 waiting, people could wait in their cars as long as they called the office.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wait.
get some work done, read a book in their car, and then when it's their turn, they can wait in the vestibule in the one chair. We're doing this not 100%. We're doing what we need to do to be safe. We want to make the customers also feel safe as well. So if we stack 2 chairs in there, are both people going to feel comfortable? Or we just want everyone to feel comfortable.
Yes.
That's the main goal.
Yeah. And hopefully, if I come back next year for a retaping, maybe when everything opens up again, we could do another taping then and say how everything went and how everything is opened up again.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to wait, it looks like, until a vaccine is out and everybody's had it before everything will open up safely again, it looks like.
Yeah, it's scary.
And it could be until sometime in 2021, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But these things happen and we just have to do the best we can with it, as Peter is, all your employees.
Yeah.
What do you have? Today you have about 6 people working, Peter?
6 people today.
Today?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
So you have a lot of responsibility with the employees and everything, and
Fortunately, we've had enough business, and with also some help with the PPP loan. We've been able to apply for that.
good.
And
Hopefully you'll get it.
we did get funded.
Good.
So that was huge. That's
Yeah.
I can't say a huge weight, but I, at the beginning of this, vowed that I did not want to let anybody go. This is a tough time, and I've got enough business now, and with that help of the PPP loan as well, we're still operating. That's great.
Is that a loan you have to pay back even if you retain your employees, Peter?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think, believe it or not.
Because I've seen both ways.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about that loan is I applied for it and I got approved and I got funded now. There's no payments for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then the loan matures after 2 years, so after 6 months, but it's only a 1% loan. So it's very, if you were borrowing money, that's a pretty good interest rate.
Yes,
So
it's almost nothing.
some of
1%.
it may we be forgiven for payroll
Yeah,
costs.
I heard if everybody retains all their employees, don't lay anybody off, that they might not even have to pay the loan back, but I don't know how true it is. I'm hearing it both ways.
Yeah, that's.
But that would be good for you. I'd like to see that for you, Peter.
Yeah, that would be nice, but I think there might be repercussions to pay for that as well for years to come with higher taxes, etc.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want to get into too much of political talk here,
Yeah.
but I feel like some of the repercussions of what are happening now will affect not only businesses, but people for years to come.
Yes, definitely. Well, Peter, how about if we take a tour around your new remodeled facility now?
I like that.
Great. It sounds good, Peter. So we'll just get going.
Excellent.
So we're in Peter's office now, and I'll take a quick scan around here so you can see.
Forgive the mess.
He says, forgive the mess, but it looks nice. And here's Peter's desk. So he did a nice job remodeling. He has a big TV or screen up there.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn the lights on.
And have all these auto kind of artwork around here. And we're going into the Peter's meeting room and have this auto artwork here.
Yeah, and this is turned into our employee break room, and we've turned this into a training center as well. So,
Look at this, nice.
Yep, and the guys have a nice, somewhat clean area. We're still getting
Oh, yeah.
We're still getting kind of situated from the move, if anyone's been out of the trailer into the new front office.
Yes.
But
Oh, we'll look at that later too, the front of. So here you have nice granite counters, right, Peter?
Yep.
And a sink here, so, and refrigerator, a nice refrigerator and a microwave oven.
Yep, the guys have their own lockers up here.
Oh, the guys have their own
Forgive the
lockers?
mess of the paperwork.
Yeah, and more of these the car art.
Yep.
Maybe we'll get one of my paintings up here for you, Peter.
I love it.
But I don't have a car painting yet. I'll have to do one especially for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And there's another TV. Do you do training with this TV too?
Yes.
Or
Yep.
monitor, whatever you want?
Yep.
But that's wonderful. You could do the training right here. Save money that way too, I think you
Save
told me,
money,
right?
And also we get to pick if there's a weakness in the shop, not so much, we would go outsource our training and go to a training facility. We'd be kind of at the beck and call of whatever the trainer was willing to train on. Now, by this, we're able to pick our topics that we want to train on. So
Nice.
if somebody's weak in some area of automotive, whether it's battery testing or alternator testing or fuel pump testing, we can focus our training on that.
Nice, nice, Peter.
Excellent.
Great. So, oh, and you have one of your bathrooms over here too. The new bathrooms.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So
So this looks great, Peter. No, you can leave the mask off for now, I guess, so we can hear you.
Yeah.
Because if you could speak up while we're down here, okay, Peter? So we're heading into the garage area. As you can see here, I just taken an overview, and then Peter and I will take a walk around.
the guys are diligently at work.
The guys, yeah, the 6 guys who were working today, right?
Here's another shop floor.
Oh, another.
Someone might be in there. So
Okay, yeah. No, we don't want to open that now. Hi. And there's another worker over there.
Our inspection bay here.
Oh, the inspection bay. You're doing a Jeep now.
No, this is the inspection
Oh, there's the
bay.
inspection bay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's working on the Jeep on
Yeah.
something else. Oh, and there's your big garage doors. One is opening right now. Ooh, sorry. So here's a big truck, SUV, another Jeep over here. You work at a lot of Jeeps, huh, Peter?
Yeah, well, people love them.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
So we,
Oh, look at these big tool chests.
we have our stock room back here.
There's a stock room back here, Peter was saying.
That we try and keep as organized.
Oh, look at this,
So
nice. There's
oil
all your
filters, chemicals. Try and
oil
keep them in
filters,
one
wires.
area. The fire department likes that.
Oh, yeah, nice. All this kinds of engine things and flush and
Yep.
fluids,
Yep. All our.
sprays.
Yep, all of our machines that we do, air conditioning, power steering, brake fluid exchanges, our welder.
A welder right here. Yeah, look at the welding area. Look at all these big machines.
Yeah.
Oh, and more tools, coils and
Yep.
pullers, brakes.
Multiple nuts and bolts in stock.
Wow, look at all
We
this.
try to stay organized.
Which
so-
is great. Look
Yeah.
at this, how well organized.
you know,
Brass
our
cotter
zip
pins, ties, yeah, plastic ties,
Yeah. Electrical connectors.
electrical connectors.
Everything's electronic in cars now.
Yeah, nice. Wow, beautiful. And then you have more tools over here.
Yep, this is our transmission fluid exchange machine,
Oh.
coolant flush machine.
Nice.
And then we don't do too much, but this is our old brake lathe that we still do some machining on.
Oh, you mean to do rotors or things?
Rotors, but mostly drums is what we machine now.
The
We
drums.
don't do too many rotors anymore.
I see. Yeah, you were telling me you buy them new now mostly.
They get too thin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. I remember. So that sounds good, Peter. Wow. So there's your storage and machine room, and
Our alignment machine is here.
oh, is that part of your alignment
Well,
machine?
this is our balancer, our tire
Oh, a
machine,
balancer.
a new alignment machine.
The new alignment machine over here. Nice.
And then back behind you, you'll see our waste oil burner. That area is our dirty waste oil area. But
Oh, right up here. This is.
yeah, we try to be as green as possible. So all of the drained out oil that we collect, we burn as heating oil in the winter.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, that's fantastic. You use that used oil as heating oil.
Yep, it gets filtered and then gets burn.
That's fantastic, Peter.
And this is all just more chemicals in stock, oil.
Oh, oils and things. Yeah, look at this. And there's a big garage door. People could see how big it is. And you could see some of your vehicles and tires over there.
Yep, those are actually to be picked up tomorrow.
Oh, those are ones that are going out,
Going out.
not new. Where do you have your new tires, Peter? There's some over here.
Up there, but we haven't kept up on the inventory just because of the pandemic. And
Oh, I see.
I've been a little reluctant to buy a ton of inventory at this point.
I see, yes.
Just because we haven't been that busy.
Right, I say, yes,
So we've
good
been
idea.
buying as we need it.
Good idea, Peter. Nice. Nice.
This is our new exhaust pipe bender, so we can do custom exhaust.
Really?
Yeah, this was
Look
a
at this.
last year investment.
If people didn't hear that, this is a new exhaust pipe bender, and this is the material, the exhaust pipe material.
Yep.
You got a lot. This is great. Do you get a big demand for? Is there a demand for that?
Yeah, and you know what the problem was? We were having problems with some of the new exhausts that we buy and fitment issues. So we'd go to measure it up on it. We'd take an exhaust out, we'd go and try and put a new one up, and it just wouldn't fit quite right.
Oh.
So it would rattle, make noise, and then we'd have
Oh.
to try to adjust it, heat it,
Oh.
bend it. This, we take that piece right out, or we make our own, and we can kind of contort it to how we want it, so it fits
Pretty
perfectly.
easily. Is it easy to do, or?
Piston. It's
Well, I mean, it follows the pattern of the previous one easily. Oh, that's good. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So that must be an expensive machine, right,
Yes,
Peter?
it was pretty expensive.
But it's worth it over the long term.
Exactly.
Wow, nice.
So, you want to take a look at the new front office?
Yeah, that's good, Peter.
Unless
Yeah.
there was something else you wanted to see.
No, that's. Oh, you got a 56 Thunderbird out
Yeah,
there.
it's a beauty.
Look at that. Whose is that, Peter? One of your
That
customers?
belongs to a customer in Carlisle.
A customer in Carlisle. That's a beauty. So he comes here for service, the
Yes.
person. Nice.
You wanna
Okay.
follow me?
Yeah.
So, basically, this new office is new and great,
Yeah.
and we can't allow customers in here, so we...
At the moment, yeah,
At the
because of the pandemic,
Yeah.
you got a nice American flag, a wooden one, it looks like.
Yep.
Nice. And let me just quickly scan this office. We're lucky nobody's in here at the moment.
Yeah.
She got 3 big screens that I see, plus the TV screen over there.
Yeah.
And this is where Nico works and Aaron,
Yeah.
who've been with you a long time, right? Nico's your brother.
Yeah, I can't get rid of Nico. No.
And his wife just had a baby,
Yes,
right?
that's exciting. Yep, 2
How,
weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. How's the baby doing?
Amazing.
And his wife doing
Aside
good?
from not sleeping.
By the way, look at that nice truck you have, Triangle Service Center.
Yep, that's one of
Is
our
this a new
cars.
one? Oh, you have a bunch of them?
No, just
Oh, two-
mine, and that's the one Nicholas usually plows with.
Oh, he plows with it, nice.
Yeah.
And do you have a truck to pick up vehicles that are stuck on the road, or do you still use that truck?
We don't. We
Oh,
have
okay.
it, but we don't use it. The insurance has gotten to be so expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Where we don't do it as a full-time business, to carry that level of insurance was counterproductive. So we basically source it out to local tow companies.
Oh, nice, so that's not bad, if they could do.
Ferreras.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, local guys in the community.
Nice, and this is one of your new restrooms, it looks like you have. It looks like it's for males and females.
Yeah, this is our customer handicap accessible bathroom, ADA compliant.
Nice.
Yep.
It's big, it's beautiful. I love that. We got to get some of my paintings up here,
That's
Peter.
what
No, I'm only
talking-
kidding you.
I'd love to have one.
Yeah, I'm only kidding. Look at this silver thing. What made you think of getting this silver? Did you decide on this?
Like any good man, there's a better woman behind him. So Jackie picked all
Your
this
wife,
stuff.
his wife
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Jackie.
yeah.
Nice. How's she doing, by the way, with your son?
Aside from trying the homeschooling, which is I know is stressful to all the mothers out there.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and I'm sorry you're having to do that, or fathers for that matter.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing, but other than that, she's doing great. Trevor's doing great. And,
Wonderful.
yeah, he's excited to get back to school, which he's not going to this year, as we all know.
Yes.
To see
What about the fall? We don't know about the fall yet, do we?
I'd like to see him go back.
Yeah.
I hope.
If they could space the students apart somehow and, I don't know, put the desks far apart or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if the students will wear masks all day.
Yeah.
If they're comfortable enough, they might.
Younger kids.
I know, it'd be hard, I know. But geez, a lot of people, they want them to go to school again, a lot of them, so they could go back to work.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they have to pay for daycare and they can't afford that sometimes.
Some of the daycares aren't accepting children because
Oh, right. It's
it's a really tough time.
it's a tough time during this COVID-19 pandemic, just to remind everybody, we're taping during that period.
And everyone's dealing with different struggles, I feel like. So just because my struggles are my struggles, somebody might not have the same struggles, but they're all struggles.
Yes. Well, this is your front office now.
Yeah.
Next year, when everything opens up again, people could come in here, wait for their inspections,
Yeah.
watch the nice big, you have 2 big TVs,
Yeah.
it looks like.
Coffee.
Oh, you got the Curie. Remember, I suggested that to you a
Yeah.
long time ago, but you
Yeah.
probably knew about.
We didn't have the space at that time.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this is great. And you,
Space. And now we're gonna have this fitted with waters.
that'd be
for
good. You could get
customers.
waters now at Costco for like 10 cents each.
Yeah, right.
You get something like that maybe
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yep. We just don't have this all set up because of
Oh, yeah,
the current.
because people aren't coming in like they normally would.
Right.
So you have, this one says Triangle Service Center on the top of it, this TV. So, oh, you have this as like
That's
a sign like with
menu
your
board.
engine diagnostics, $150 to $200, wiper replacement, headlight refinishing, oil change service, $60 for your oil change and filter. Coolant flush, $149. Nice, so you got,
Yep.
this way you don't have to, you could just change it digitally and
Yep.
nice,
Right.
everything's modern.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go out in your vestibule now, the new vestibule.
Yep. And this was instrumental for not
Yeah.
only efficiency,
Yeah.
but also, to give us the inside ADA compliant.
I could see,
No slipping. People aren't slipping, falling when they come in here.
and it's wheelchair, like you said, accessible. They could wheelchair right up this ramp here.
Yep. And this area that Tom and I are standing in is going to be open 24/7, 365 days a year. So when customers.
You mean once the pandemic is over, or even now?
Even now for drop-offs.
Oh, for drop-offs,
So
nice.
after hours drop-offs, people come into a conditioned, well-lit space. They can drop their cars off and fill out an envelope and drop it right in our mail slot. So,
Fill out an envelope.
yeah, well, this is a big deal for us because they used to come.
Is the envelope, oh, it's in there.
Yep,
They could fill out the envelope over here,
yep,
and here's a little desk they could write on, and it says drop envelope in mail slot. Sign authorization, which is important. Place your car keys in the envelope, drop the envelope in the slot, and there's a slot right there.
yeah.
Oh, and there's your phone number there, right, Peter? 978-256-7658.
Yep,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Well, it's great to visit with you today, Peter.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate
It
it.
looks like we're going to fill an entire Chelmsford News up with Triangle Service Center. That'll be great,
It's
Peter.
great. I appreciate the community and I appreciate what you do too, Tom.
Oh, my pleasure,
Thank
Peter. It's been great talking. You know, we come in, we talk for like an hour,
Yeah.
at least a couple of times a year when I come in for inspections,
Of
right?
course.
And I'll be bringing my Miata in August.
Great.
And hopefully we could maybe do an update or something, or at least talk about what's going on.
I'd like it.
Great.
I'd like that.
Well, thank you very much, Peter. I'm not going to tape outside because the wind noise today is going to be very heavy. So we'll just finish our tape right. Or is there anything else you'd like to say before we go, or that's about it?
No, just thank you to the community.
Yeah.
That's really what's made us great over
Great.
the years.
And again, we're taping at the Triangle Service Center at the intersection of Concord and Boston Road.
Yeah.
And it's located exactly at 177 Boston Road.
Yeah.
And I just mentioned the phone number, so hopefully everybody be over here with Peter. And especially when things open up again,
Excellent.
fully next year, you're going to have great. But in the meantime, you could have your car serviced here very easily.
Thank you very
Great.
much.
Thank you, Peter McAllister. Thank you.